imagine the following situation. You've studied months for an SAT test, and you took it for 5 straight hours. 3 days later, you are informed that your test scores have been cancelled because some people in your test centers were caught plagiarizing. How would you feel? Won't you be mad? I know that you might think this situation might be too dramatic. You might think that plagiarism is a word that is very far away from us. But actually, plagiarism is right next to us. Moreover, plagiarism is mainly caused by students' ignorance and misunderstanding, which leads to the following negative effects on the plagiarists themselves, others, and even the whole society. The Rutgers Management Education Centers once conducted a national survey. They random sampled 4,500 high school students and asked them for their experience and opinions toward plagiarism. Surprisingly, the results show that 75% of them engaged in cheating before. This number really shows that plagiarism is really a serious issue. While being curious about this number, we can identify the causes of cheating by looking at the responders' opinion towards cheating. We can see that the problem is that because they didn't view plagiarism as a very big deal. A person filmed a survey like this: I believe cheating is not wrong. People expect to attend 7 classes a day, keep a 4.0 GPA, and they not go crazy in all of their works to the next day. What are we going to do? Fail? Another person responded like this: I actually think that cheating is good. A person who has an entirely honest life cannot succeed in these days. In the same survey, 50% of those responded to the survey say that they don't think copying questions and answers for a test is even cheating. These information show that a main cause of plagiarism is because of the ignorance of these cheaters. They didn't even recognize plagiarism as a problem. Since they don't know about the negative effects of plagiarism, they're willing to commit plagiarism to achieve their goals. So let's talk about what are the negative effects of plagiarism. First, if you are caught doing plagiarism in schools or colleges, you will receive very harsh penalties. For plagiarism, some students may not be able to recover their grades or may be automatically fail a course. Some academic institutions will suspend a student for plagiarism. In extreme cases where students commit plagiarism on several occasions, they will be dismissed from the school. According to an estimate by a US education company, 8,000 Chinese students were expelled from American universities in the year of 2015 because of cheating. Therefore, as an international student, I believe that all of us don't want to be sent back to China, right? Remember that colleges are relentless facing plagiarism incidents, so better not ever plagiarize. Then somebody might say that they want to take the risk to plagiarize. However, one thing that you didn't recognize is that plagiarism will not only influence the plagiarizer themselves, but also the people as other people as well. An example of this might be the 2016 ACT scandal. In the October of 2016, several students were being caught cheating in the ACT test. Then what happened is that the ACT Center decided to cancel all Asian Pacific students' scores. It is a test in October. What does that mean? It is a lot of students' last chance before college applications were due. What does it mean? Thousands of students' future have been interrupted because just a small portion of people agreed. Well, if you still think that plagiarism is not close to us, I will tell you now that plagiarism is currently affecting every one of us. Literally, every one of us. If I Google now, Asian plagiarism, do you know what might pop out? Let's see. East Asia's toxic academic culture. Plagiarism hinders China's scientific ambition. How ridiculous. Yes, there are stereotypes existed, but before it condemns on the stereotypist, we might need to reflect on ourselves first. First, we have to admit that Asian students do cheat. Although it's just a small portion of the giant Asian population, it is still enough for people to create stereotypes. That's how stereotype works. This is the effects of plagiarism on the whole society. So what should we do? We all know that we can not reverse history and just wipe out all of those Asian cheating incidents. What we can do is to not plagiarize and use our own practice to show the world that most Asian students don't even cheat. I know that all of us is going to study abroad someday. Remember, don't ever let a small wicked idea to hurt yourself, others, and a whole ethnic group. Thank you.